What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch Season 2, Episode 7 of Oshi. After this episode, we will be over halfway done the season. Little scared for that. I don't know how soon Season 3 is going to come out. And, you know, obviously I've been absolutely loving this show, so I don't want to have to go on a huge hiatus. But, the first 6 episodes of this season were genuinely incredible. I'm loving this La La Lai arc. I would assume, at bare minimum, we're going to have 2 more episodes in the arc. I feel like we're gonna have well, we already did see Himikawa and Kana act, but I would assume we're gonna get more of a focus on them and their personal predicaments. So I would assume we're gonna have one Himikawa and one Kana episode, and then obviously an Aqua and a Kane episode. But last episode, phenomenal. Getting a focus on Melt Narushima, I absolutely loved. And again, talking about the strength of this show and the character arcs and making me feel for a character who I genuinely hated in the first season, you know what I mean? Not on purpose, you know, they wanted me to hate him, and they wanted me to see him go through a little redemption arc. And seeing him really have a big moment, really perform well last episode was very, I don't know, cringy, but inspiring. I don't know, I really liked it. I want to see how the rest of this play goes. I'm very excited for it, so I'm going to hop straight into it. If you guys do like the video, leave a comment, I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I am multiple weeks ahead. If you want to see the exact episode I'm on, check the YouTube comments down below. And if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It'd really help me out. Let's get into it. Goddamn, he does play a good villain. Oh, damn. No, don't repeat it. Oh, she's good. She's good on her feet. She's phenomenal.
観客が聞こえなかった渋谷クラスターという初出ワードを剣が言いそうなセリフに再構築。間の取り方も自然だ。
These bums fucking up my lines. Get him in line.
どんな無茶をしても受けてくれそうな安心感がある。こんなにやりやすい相手は。
Aww, that's so cute.
さすがに2対1は分が悪いですね。
I'm not an actor. I don't want to be an actor. I want to be a writer. But seeing sort of people so passionate and so into creating stories and narratives, I really fucking love. Oh my god. Yo, Akane is such a... She has aura. Oh my god, dude. He looks like an evil queen. Yo, she's scaring me. I got goosebumps! Like her. I know she got goosebumps. Aww. Give Goa some props. I love these little transitions where they cut the actor from the character. Oh my god. Yo, this screen in the background is so cool. Holy shit. I'm getting into this. Like, this is... I would watch this actual thing. And now that he's got the goodwill of the audience behind him, they're gonna fall into his hands for everything. Oh shit! Oh shit! Feels like a fucking Dark Souls villain. These guys are gonna accidentally fucking cut each other. I hope these are faked blades. I'm better than you. That's a really cool blade with the heart in it. Dude, they're gonna fucking stab each other.
私はあなたがいたから
I love the different layers of competition here. Like, obviously the characters are going to fight, but this is a fight of talent and skill and
ずっとずっと
jealousy.
私はこの時を
Dude, she's gonna accidentally fucking cut her. Accidentally. Obviously, she just wants to outact her, but still. I told you this is what they were gonna do. Last episode, I told you the minute that they would get into their scenes together, they were gonna flash back to when they first met.
巻き戻してママ。茜は本当にかなちゃんが大好きね。
Bang girl over
すごいんだ
here.
よ。10秒で泣ける天才子役なんだよ。可愛くてお芝居上手で大人相手でもハキハキおしゃべりできてすごいな。
Hold up. You know what? Maybe a part of me doesn't want Aqua to end up with any of these guys, but maybe I want Kana and Akane to end up with each other.
劇団のパンフレットをもらったのよね。
ほら。
私にはできないよ。
Yes, you could, baby, and we're going to milk you to get money.
怖がりだし何にもできないし。そういう引っ込み思案なところも治るかもよ。
そうそう。かなちゃんとお友達に
Kana
なれ
is
る
her
かもしれ
idol.
ないぞ。
Oh my god, that put her... There's a tinge of heartbreak. Dude, I love how wholesome this is, and obviously it's gonna end with fucking Kana being an absolute fucking buffoon piece of shit, but...
かなちゃんみたいになり
My
たく
god, she even got the poster up in the room?
たくさん頑張って
I hit people with posters in the room, losers. Oh my god, and she didn't even pay attention to Aqua in that role. She's paying straight to Kana.
あら、あかねちゃんママ、エミリちゃんママ、エミリちゃんが出てた CM 見ましたよ。ありがとうございます。
She's gonna make fun of the haircut too.
本当に大好きだった。初めてかなちゃんと会った
She was a bitch.
あの日までは。
Made fun of the hair, made fun of the acting ability, made fun of the outfit.
私は
安心して。かなちゃんを選ぶことはもう決まってるから。
Bitch, I ain't Kana.
形だけのオーディションだから。
I don't even get the same hair color, my guy.
かしたの。
俺、かなちゃん。
Starstruck?
私、かなちゃんのファン
Fuck you. You copied my whole style.
あの人変なこと言うんだよ。
It's rigged, my man.
オーディション、かなちゃんを選ぶことはもう決まってるって。何かの間違いだよね。かなちゃんはそんなズルしないよ。
I'm sure that Kana doesn't like that either.
なんなの？
Acting ability isn't
知らないなら
the
教えて
prover.
あげる。こういうの、歴レースっていうの。一応オーディションしたって体裁で箔をつけるけど、本当は最初から私を選ぶことは決まって。
Never mind.
かなちゃんはそれでいい。
Fuck you.
いいに決まってるでしょ。仕事もらえるんだから。オーディションっていい演技をした人を選ぶものでしょ。
They're making me. I love Kana, but flashing back to her when she's younger, she's a fucking bitch. Really jealous nowadays.
私を使うのは普通のこと。要はお金になるかどうかだけ。いい演技する子役より有名な子
I'm
役を。
sure that they will flash back, maybe even before this, to give perspective to why she's like this, though.
違うよ。違うでしょ。かなちゃん、本当はそんなこと思ってないでし
Watch
ょ。
out, she might punch you.
演技がどうでもいいなんて。だってかなちゃんは分かったようなことを。何よその帽子。
Oh my god! She's an evil demon child.
バカみたい。私はあんたみたいなのが一番嫌い。私の
Kana remembers this, right? Like, I know that they acted together when they were younger, but maybe Kana doesn't remember this exact moment. Oh, those evil figures controlling everything behind the scenes.
どうしてそんな
I mean, how am I supposed to root for Kana now? That is a great fucking visual. Only helping people
たくさん勉強したよ。
who have the stuff already and you know, having to prop yourself up to be successful. I really fucking like that. She's studying there. She's down in the dirt, down in the mud. Just like Melt from last episode.
歌とかの方がお金になって大人がそれを褒めてくれるから
No.
自分を
Like, Akane feels so much more mature than Kana.
息を合わせて周りが求める仕事をちゃんとこなしてみんなと一緒に生きていこうと思ったんだよね。
Oh my god, what if I have goosebumps?
そんなのダメだよ。
Oh fuck.
演技違うよ。私が大好きだったかなちゃんは
Went and
もっ
grabbed
と
it.
身勝手で圧倒的な役者だったよ。
She calling her a bitch nowadays. She a loser nowadays. I like the old Kanye.
自分自身が眩しく輝く太陽みたいな演技してたよ。今のかなちゃんは嫌い。大嫌い。周りの大人に潰されちゃったんだよね。みんなと合わせろって。
I will say this is funny coming from someone who like a couple months ago tried to kill themselves.
すごい。周りを全員食べちゃうような演技でしょ。周りに合わせてちゃダメ。
Be your own
合
goat.
わさせるくらいじゃないと。見ててね。
See, a part of her like doesn't want to hate Kana, I would assume.
周りを食べちゃうような演技。
Obviously this thing with Aqua is
私は私が一番目
a
立つ
big
ような
part right
戦
now,
い。
but she wants the old Kanye.
一緒にぶつかってき
She
てよ。
wants a challenge. I'm very scared that someone's gonna end up cut. Gotta step up your game, Kana.
いる中で全員が平等な演出の場面なのに間違いなく今この子が主役
You gotta step your fucking game up. Match her and surpass her.
楽しい演技してくれるじゃない。まあよくも生き生きと。
This is epic. God damn. Oh my god, what a shot. This is fucking beautiful. Oh my god, what a... Dude, this show is so fucking good.
そう勝負したいのね。それとも一緒に踊りたいの？それはとても楽しそうな提案だわ。
I don't want to dance, I want to crush you.
あんたと白黒つけ。
Jesus. Dude, these visuals this episode, top fucking tier.
やっぱり有馬はいい受けをする。前に出た黒川に対し有馬が一歩引くことで黒川の存在感が増
Come
す。
back.
黒子のように存在感を消し舞台装置に徹する。作品的に正解。ディレクション側からしたらこれほど使いやすい役者も
She gonna come back and take that fucking spotlight.
そうこれが正しいの。黒川茜がいい演技をするならこっちはそれを立てる演技をしてあげるべき。いい作品になるのがみんなの幸せ。
You're not a team player though, are you?
これが私のやり方。
That's the old you.
違うよ。そうじゃない。どうしてそんな演技するの？私はかなちゃんと真正面からやりたかっただけなのに。
Oh my dude, this feels like a chess match. I love it.
私がただでしゃばっただけじゃない。自分勝手で。
Yes. You guys are letting these obsessions take control.
有馬のやつ腹立つ演技してんな。講義用に自分が作品の質高めてるみたいな顔して。あいつは自分を分かってない。
I feel like every character in the show fails to understand themselves. That's what makes them great.
有馬に勝ちたいって言うならこのままでいいけどな。
Push
そう
her a
いう
little
のじゃ
bit.
ないのわかるでしょ。私が勝ちたいのはそういうかなちゃんじゃない。本気のかなちゃんに勝ちたいの。
そうか。
Oh,
だったら前に引きずり出すぞ。
this is fucking good. I love this ending theme so much. I love the characters in this show so much. And I feel like I had definitely been talking about it specifically in season 2, like how much Akane had really grown above Kana for me, if that makes sense. In season 1, I really fought between who I liked more. I don't remember who exactly I landed on by the end of the season. But Akane definitely so far has sort of taken that role as my favorite character of the show. That being said, I'm gonna say this. I think that I like Akane more. She's my favorite character of the show, like I just said. But I think that I'm going back to and I know that I had said the last couple episodes that relationship, like love triangle wise, Akane had really sort of pulled herself away from Kana in competition wise. But I think that Kana is a better fit for Aqua. I feel like their roles and their perceptions of who they are as people are a little closer, if that makes any sense. To me, Kana, feels like someone who just... I don't know how to describe it. To simplify it, maybe just like... It feels like she's taken like loss after loss after loss, and all of her confidence and all of her, sense of being and sense of identity, it feels like it's been ripped away from her, and she just sort of... folds to any sort of force given to her. You saw it last season, with the Bikomachi stuff, where she really, was good at it. She was very good at it, but just it didn't really work out over the course of the years. And when she was sort of pushed by Ruby and Memcho to be the leader, she really didn't want to do it. And when she finally was pushed into that spotlight, she really shined, and I see that as an exact sort of parallel with what's going on now, in the sense of that confidence is just, it's not there after, feeling like she had been handed everything to her earlier in her career, feeling like her acting level wasn't as good as she originally was led to believe, sort of being essentially manipulated by all these adults to just make money, and, she's doing the same thing. She's sort of folding to Akane's will right now, and I really love and respect Akane in this episode too, in the sense of, like, and you could argue it's a cliche, and not just in fiction, but I feel like in real life, where it's kind of cringy sometimes. People say, "I want to beat you at your best. I don't want to beat you right now. I want to beat you when you're performing your best." But it's really respectable, when something like that happens. And their relationship is so... Kana and Akane's relationship is so complex. Because, obviously these last couple of episodes, we've really learned that Akane was a Kana fangirl growing up. That adds, a level of... I don't know how to describe it, conflict that I didn't originally think. Obviously, we learned about them knowing each other season finale last season, I believe. And you're just led to believe that okay, this is gonna be like some weird, not weird, but it's gonna be a classic two girls falling over a guy storyline, jealousy sort of thing. But no, there's levels of respect, and there's challenges, and there's talent, and I really it's a very sort of pooling story, if that makes sense. It immediately sort of grasps me. And again, it's one of those things, like, I really don't know who to root for. Obviously, Kana was a fucking piece of shit, dickhead bitch when she was younger, but, you know what I mean? She's a child. She's a child being manipulated by people, being talked up, and sort of letting her skills and talent stagnate, if that makes sense. So I really don't... Like, I'm not holding a grudge, I keep making jokes and calling her shit, but, I really don't necessarily blame her or am super angry at her. Again, she's spoiled, and like a lot of the characters in the show, like Melt, a little bit of Sakuya last episode, Personal growth is a huge aspect of this, and especially in a cutthroat business that they keep focusing on. It's, growth is very important, if that makes any sense. Something that I do want to say real quick, and I'll go back into the specifics of the episode. But I really, again, I've been saying it all season, okay, how this season has really stepped up its fucking game. The season feels fucking spectacular. The quality is so high. This La 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 Tokyo Blade storyline has been genuinely incredible for me. I say it every couple episodes, but again, I really want to give it props. You watch episode 1 of the show and you expect the major thing, the major plot to be the revenge plot. You expect that to be the big focus. And again, as interested and as intrigued and as excited as I am to see how that plays out, this whole, focusing on the entertainment business and the struggles and these petty rivalries and, the passion surrounding the work they do has been so goddamn incredible. It's been so incredible. So much so that, I'm watching these episodes, and for the first half of season 2, I have barely thought about the revenge plot, and that's not a negative. Don't think that that's a negative. I'm just saying that I have been so sort of swept off my feet by this whole storyline that I'm just oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I really do. I really like Aqua as well. Obviously, I've been saying throughout the entire show he's one of my favorite characters, and for the first, 7 or 8 episodes of the show, he probably was still my favorite character. I don't know if this makes sense to you guys, and maybe it sounds a little hypocritical because I just saying how Akane and Kana are my favorite characters, and they have this petty rivalry going on. But I really love and respect characters that don't put people down, if that makes sense, who sort of try to strive for the people around them to perform and be the best that they can be. And I really get that vibe from Aqua. And I said this from the beginning, Aqua to me feels like a character who, because of the tragedy and the depression and the PTSD in his life, has sort of taken away his future, if that makes any sense. He's not really grasping for that star anymore. He is sort of pushing himself down. He's on this revenge plot. He's obsessed. He is, traumatized, if you will. But all that being said, even with such intense inner struggle, he really tries to have everyone around him be the best version of themselves and to be as successful as possible and to reach for that star. It's almost like he's cut his own arm off. He doesn't want the star, but he wants everyone else to go reach for it. And that's seen obviously with what he did with his sister in season 1, and obviously the Akane and Kana stuff throughout the entire show, and I really that makes me love Aqua so much. Something that in the past year I have really grown to appreciate. I think a lot of people, especially my generation nowadays, they get obsessed with villains and the bad guys and doing bad shit and stuff like that. But this past year, I have watched a lot of anime with such incredible protagonists. Monster with Kenzo Tenma, this obviously with Aqua, and Free Ren Beyond Journey's End with Free Ren. Animes like that have really made me grow to fucking love these good, pure-hearted protagonists. Maybe it's because, before I saw these shows, I'm not saying I never saw a protagonist on their level, but, I had definitely seen some main characters of shows where I'm like, yeah, they're okay. I prefer every other character to them. They're kind of bland, but they're okay. But with these shows that I've been watching, and obviously I'm watching Oshinoko right now. It's an Oshinoko reaction video. I will focus specifically on Oshinoko. Aqua is just, he's so easy to root for. Obviously, he has the tragedy and the trauma from the beginning setup. So there's, a given reason to believe in him and want him to succeed. But his personality, the way he carries himself and his goals, they really, yeah, I'm not going to say relatable because I haven't been in that situation, but they're so easy to fucking root for. Going into, again, I spoke about it a lot throughout the last couple episodes, but this production is so fucking high quality, and it's so good. There's a couple, probably minute or 2 minute stretches of this episode where I didn't talk. I just shut my mouth and sat back because the visuals and the performances were so, you know what I mean, enchanting, if you will. It feels like a fucking Disney movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's, oh my god, and really seeing, obviously the two sort of main characters of this episode, Akane and Kana, really just shined so much, and obviously, I would almost say that this episode was built up to the climax of this. I don't want to say rivalry, but this performance between Akane and Kana in the next episode. I'm very interested. I could definitely see the first half of the next episode being obviously Kana focused, seeing her be able to get into, step up her game, get into the spotlight with Akane. And then obviously our main character is Aqua, so he's going to have a big moment, and his big scene I think is her at the end with Princess Saya holding her in his arms. That is scaring me. That could definitely foreshadow. Again, I would be led to believe foreshadowing something happening to Akane, but as I was saying, I predict that the first half of the next episode is going to be about Kana and her being in the spotlight, and then maybe we end with the second half of the episode being Aqua getting his big part and ending the play with his fantastic acting, I would assume. Either that or he was going to bomb. I'm still scared. It's yet to happen in the show, and I was very fearful of it in season 1 with the Bikomachi, their first performance. But so far, we've seen a lot of really good performances, really, a lot of successes. I'm really scared that there's going to be failures. And, that's how the world works. You succeed and then you fail, and you succeed and you fail, and you come out stronger at the other end. So it's not like it would be the end of the world for me to see that, but like I love all these guys so much. I just want them to be the best that they can possibly be, to be quite honest. That was such a good episode. I am so excited to see the sort of continuation of Akane and Kana's storyline. I think that's going to be it for me for this episode. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I will see you guys in a couple days for episode 8, where, again, we're over halfway down the season. Again, a part of me is so happy that I've been able to see 7 such, amazing, spectacular episodes this season. But I'm also like, no, don't end, please. I don't want to have to wait a year or 2 years or, however long this studio is going to take to animate this 3rd season. So, but nonetheless, I'm happy. And I do have patience. As someone who watched Attack on Titan and waited for like 6-7 years for it to finish, I can wait for Oshi no Ko. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked the video, leave a comment. Please subscribe, it really helped me out. And I've got the following reactions up on Patreon. I'll see you guys.